apologize for my background. I'm in the process of moving, and if you were looking in front of me right now, you would see a very sparse apartment with an air mattress and like one chair, my coffee table, which I'm still trying to sell. So this is the view that we're getting today, but we are going to be doing a taste test for non-alcoholic beverages. I personally love wine and I love a cocktail now and again, but especially when I'm cooking, it's like my favorite time to have a little glass of wine. I go into the kitchen after work, I put on a podcast, I sip some wine, I cook dinner. I love that, and I probably always will, but I don't want to do that every single day. So if you can relate to that, or if you don't drink alcohol, or you're just looking for a fun way to kind of change it up, I hope this video will be helpful for you. You can find these brands at a number of different grocery stores, but I found them on Thrive Market. They're at a discounted price there, and it's really easy to find non-alcoholic drinks that are also vegan friendly, because you just click the vegan filter and everything else that's not vegan goes away. So it just made it very easy for me to click non-alcoholic, vegan. You can even do like organic if you want to, and really just kind of narrow the field so you can just very efficiently shop, which is why I partnered with Thrive Market for this video. I got a huge variety of stuff. I think there's going to be something for everyone here, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. Give it a thumbs up if you're excited, and let's get started. All right, first up, I've got the Sound sparkling water. This is a sparkling water with tea and botanicals, and I'm not gonna lie, I really was attracted to this packaging. I think it's really pretty. Not that any of this matters. Obviously, all that matters is what's inside. It's very refreshing. You don't get a ton of vanilla flavor. It's not like a sweet soda drink. It's a really crisp, refreshing sparkling water with a little bit of like black tea notes. You get the vanilla at the end. Like it's kind of the aftertaste, but it's not like a artificial, you know how stevia and, you know, monk fruit and that can kind of have like a specific flavor. This doesn't have that. Yeah, it's mostly sparkling black tea with a little bit of orange and a little bit of like very soft vanilla at the end. I really like this. I feel like I would have this with a sandwich. Like, you know how certain drinks, it's like you have to have a certain meal or situation. This to me would be with a good sandwich, you know, like some chips and some veggies on the side, and then a cold can of this would just be the perfect complement. You get that kind of iced tea vibe, but it's a little bit crisper and more bubbly and more refreshing. So this might become my new favorite lunchtime drink. And this one also, gorgeous packaging. This is the grapefruit, lavender, and ginger, and this one is caffeine free. Oh my gosh. I think because the last one, the vanilla and the orange were quite subtle, so I was expecting the lavender in this to be very subtle. It's not. It's like lavender sparkling water, but in a really nice way. I love a bubble bath, and this is definitely bubble bath-y. It's got that kind of sharpness from the bubbles. You know how like a good sparkling water or a good soda has that like crisp sharpness? Both of the Sound drinks have that. If you like lavender drinks, you will like it. If you don't like anything kind of like herby or floral in your cocktails or mocktails, I don't know if you would like this. First ingredient is filtered sparkling water. The second one is lavender extract, and then grapefruit and ginger. So the grapefruit and the ginger are very subtle. You do taste them, but they blend really nicely with the lavender. I really like this. I feel like this is exactly what I was looking for. This would be a really fun thing to pour into a pretty glass and, you know, put my podcast on when I'm cooking dinner, sip on this as kind of a fun drink, but something that is alcohol free. I like that it's caffeine free, sugar free, organic, like yes. Both of these get a big thumbs up for me. I love it. It checks all the boxes, and I just think it's a really cool find. Like, I didn't know about this before, so I'm really glad I tried it. Okay, so next I'm gonna try this dry prosecco from Groovy. They also make a dry rosé, and it's interesting because this one actually has Chardonnay grapes, but there's no alcohol. So I'm really curious to know what it's gonna taste like. All of my wine glasses are packed right now, so I'm just putting it in my regular water glass, but it is nice and bubbly. I can imagine this would be festive. It smells a little bit like apple cider vinegar. As the name suggests, it's definitely more prosecco than it is champagne. It doesn't have that like bready, yeasty, biscuity quality that champagne can have. It's way more like a prosecco in that it's dry, but it's got good acidity, and it's like tart green apple, like, you know, juicy green grapes, and just a little bit of lemon, I would say. You do taste that there's sparkling water in it. It's a little bit more diluted than a prosecco. If you're very sensitive to vinegary flavors, I would stay away from this because it does have that aftertaste. It's noticeable, but I don't mind it. I think this is pretty good. It's refreshing, it's crisp, it's not sweet. If you like sweeter sparkling beverages and sparkling wines, I don't think this would be the one for you. But if you like something that's dry and tart and bubbly that you can pour into a champagne flute and have the experience of having a glass of prosecco, then I think you would like this. This is the Half Day Lemonade Iced Tea. It's not sparkling, but it reminds me a lot of one of my favorite drinks, which is an Arnold Palmer. I love Arnold Palmer. I've worked in restaurants for over 10 years, and Arnold Palmers are really popular drinks, especially around lunchtime. They go really well with big salads and sandwiches. It's just like a nice little pick-me-up that's not too sweet, not overly caffeinated, and just refreshing. This one has prebiotics. It has quite a bit of fiber in it. Non-carbonated. Oh, shake gently. Oh crap. I didn't shake it gently before opening it. I hope that doesn't mess it up. Don't try this at home. This tastes more like a Long Island iced tea to me than an actual iced tea lemonade drink. I think it's because of the stevia. The stevia flavor is really strong. So you do get iced tea and lemonade, but there's something about the stevia that's making it taste more like a Long Island iced tea. Okay, I feel really torn here because personally, I wouldn't repurchase this one. The stevia is very, very strong and it overpowers the flavor, which I do like. I do like the lemonade. I do like the tea. I think the ratio between the two is really good and the flavor otherwise is really good, but there's just so much stevia flavor, you know, that kind of like lingers in your mouth. I think it's well done. It's just not for me. So I personally am gonna give this, oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. It's not my thing. All right, so Poppy is a prebiotic soda. I love root beer. My boyfriend loves root beer. And personally, one of my favorite like fun nostalgic desserts is to make a root beer float. I don't do it often, but if you're gonna have a night where you make like burgers and oven baked fries, or even like my cheeseburger pizza recipe, a root beer is just like the perfect companion. So if this is good, it might be added to the rotation. Cheers. Ooh, I really do like this. Okay, I would repurchase this. I can already tell. I really like the flavor. The bubbles are a little bit more soft than in like the Sound, for example. The Sound bubbles are more like Topo Chico, like they're the really crisp, refreshing. This is bubbly and refreshing, but it's softer. It doesn't have that like sharpness in the back of your throat. Lots of nostalgic root beer flavor with that soft vanilla finish. And even though I can't see because the this is like a me problem. I don't have my glasses on. I don't know if you can tell, the ingredients are in this really light color and the can is this beigey neutral. So I can't read what's in it. But I'm assuming that there's some kind of like monk fruit or stevia or something. I'll put it on the screen after filming this. It doesn't have that really strong stevia aftertaste that the lemonade iced tea did. This is really enjoyable and I love that it's a lower sugar option because there's this root beer that my boyfriend loves that literally has like 47 grams of sugar for the bottle, and this would be a really great replacement. I know he would like this too, so I'm really, really happy I tried this. All right, this one I'm so curious about. This is the Hoptonic Sparkling Earl Grey Black Tea with a hint of hops. Drink Hoptonic out of a champagne flute with your eyes closed. Thank us later. I don't have a champagne flute right now because I'm moving, so I'll have to try that another time. I'm not getting anything hoppy or beer-like or even champagne-like. Like I'm not sure what drinking it out of a champagne flute would accomplish. Really, it tastes like if you poured a cold glass of soda water or club soda and you just poured in a little splash of Earl Grey tea. But it's mostly water-based, so you get the Earl Grey flavor, but you also get like a lot of bubbly, sparkling water. I'm gonna do like a Rory Gilmore-inspired pros and cons list. The pros. I really like that it only has a few ingredients and they're very simple ingredients. There doesn't seem to be additives, preservatives, sugars, that kind of thing. When it's nice and cold, it is refreshing and it does have a bit of a more natural flavor than other sparkling waters. Like a lot of really popular sparkling waters are delicious, but they have very artificial flavors made from natural ingredients, which can mean so many different things. And I like that this is a interesting flavor that comes naturally from tea. So all of that would be a pro. Con is that it's not blowing me away. Up next, we've got some agua frescas. I used to work at a Mexican restaurant. Agua frescas were really fun. We always did different combinations, all different kinds of fruits and melons, and it was just like a very fun thing to see what the new agua fresca was going to be. So this is the Agua Bonita Real Fruit Agua Fresca. It's not sparkling, and this flavor is the mango habanero. It says 90 calories, 1 serving of fruit per can. It's gluten-free, vegan, and minority owned. Really what I'm getting here is mango juice with like a little bit of pepperiness. It's not a spicy, I don't think it's like spicy pepperiness. It's just a little bit of like that peppery flavor in the background, kind of like hits the back of your throat, you know? But it's not like a really refreshing, sweet, fresh mango flavor. It's like a mango juice or like a canned peaches kind of mango flavor. I think context is really important here. So on its own, I wouldn't just drink this on its own because it feels like you're pretty much just drinking like canned fruit juice basically. So it's not like my favorite option for a just grab and go beverage. I think if I was to enjoy this, it would be poured over ice in a fun glass with a lime wedge that I could squeeze over top to give it a little bit of lift and freshness. And I would probably even do some kind of fun rim, like a tagine rim or just something to give it a little bit more fun. But on its own, it's kind of one note and it's not like my favorite drink I've ever had, but I think it has potential. This one has such pretty packaging. This is the pineapple and cucumber flavor. Okay, right away I like this one better. Full disclosure, I have had this one before. It came in a pack of 2. My boyfriend and I tried it. And the first one that I tried was way more pineapple-y than this. And this one is, I'm getting the cucumber and the pineapple together. I wonder if it's one of those situations where like the juice kind of settles and it might need to be shaken. Although I don't feel like you should like shake a can, but this one tastes different. So maybe it just needs to be mixed a little bit because now I'm tasting the pineapple, which I really like, but there is like that aftertaste of refreshing natural cucumber flavor. It's not artificial at all. Again, I think on its own, it's just very much like a fruit juice drink. So I don't think I would reach for this as just like a midday beverage, but I think this again has potential as a mocktail. I think fun glass, do a fun rim, do some cucumber slices as a garnish or something, put a reusable straw in there, just make it fun. It needs something to kind of give it a little bit of edge, but I like this flavor better than the mango. One of the benefits of shopping on Thrive Market at home without all the chaos and hustle and bustle of the grocery store is that you end up finding really fun things, and that's actually what inspired this video. I randomly stumbled across some cool non-alcoholic options on the website, and then I clicked the filter and realized that there were so many more than I could have imagined. I didn't realize how many beverage options they have there. And I realized that a lot of them are vegan friendly and a lot of them are stuff that I just haven't seen at my grocery stores, or maybe I haven't seen those flavors. And I love that they come at a discounted price. It's so easy to shop your values because you can just click the filters that you like. They have so many to choose from, so you can get really granular if you like. There's so many different specifications that you can click so that you can really make sure that what you're purchasing aligns with your specific values, which I just think is so cool. Because when you're at the grocery store, you don't have that option. You've got to turn over the labels, you got to see all the certifications, you got to read all the ingredients to make sure that it's vegan friendly, let alone all those other values. And it just takes up a lot of time. This is efficient, it's super easy, and it's why I continue to shop on Thrive Market all the time. That and the discounted price. So if you guys have been wanting to try Thrive Market, make sure you click the link in the description box below. When you join today, you will get 30% off your first order and a free gift worth up to $60. You can sign up to become a member for just 1 month if you want to try it out, or you can become a member for a year. That's what I do. So check out that link below and let's keep going with the taste test. I saved the one that I'm most excited about for last. This is the Shirley non-alcoholic sparkling rosé. This costs about the same as if you were to buy an alcoholic version. I do actually think that it contains rosé that's had the alcohol removed, which is really interesting. I don't think I've ever had anything like that before. I also love that it comes in a champagne bottle. I think that's really fun. Oh no. Oh, I feel bad. I really wanted to like it. I do taste a little bit of the guava in the background, a little bit of the grapefruit. Now remember, a lot of times with wine, you're tasting fruits, but without, like imagine without the sugar. So it's bone dry, it's not sweet at all, but you have kind of the essence of the guava and the essence of the grapefruit. I do taste that very subtly in the background. It's definitely not fruit forward at all, and it's very much old world style in that it has a little bit of funkiness to it. There's a little bit of like earthy, funky, I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's not personally my jam. But I would love to know if you guys have tried this or any of the brands that I taste tested today. Did you agree with my assessment? Did you disagree? Are there other flavors in the line that you have tried that you think is better? And is there something that I missed that you're like, oh my gosh, you would really love this? The clear winner for me is definitely the Sound Lavender Ginger Sparkling Water. I love sparkling water, but I love how simple the ingredients were. I love the flavor profile. It's different, it's unique. I also really liked the poppy root beer. I had low expectations because I thought it was gonna have like a stronger stevia taste, and I was really pleasantly surprised. I think adding that to the nights when I make like burgers and pizza, it's definitely gonna be something I reach for. And I do actually think that this is pretty good, but I've had the rosé flavor of this and I like that one better. That one is also available on Thrive. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some good ideas. Don't forget to check out the link to try Thrive Market in the description box below, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye.